Hi guys, welcome to Sports Pulse. मैं
What
हूं
is
आपका
happening?
host समीर. So guys, Premier League के 10 matches complete हो गए हैं. As you guys know, we have been doing this show. एक हमने शुरू में किया था. Then obviously after every 5 games we review the situation. जिसमें we analyze के how the situation is, किस तरह teams जो हैं वो progress कर रही हैं, कौन सी ऐसी weaknesses हैं जिनको overcome कर लिया गया है और कौन सी जो है वो नई problems आ गई हैं, because obviously this season is a very cramped season. There are a lot of games एंड बहुत कम ब्रेक्स हैं, तो प्लेयर्स की इंजरीज के भी बहुत इश्यूज हैं. और क्या कहते हैं, ऑब्वियसली कोविड इज स्टिल देयर. सो अकॉर्डिंगली अब 10 मैचेस के बाद काफ़ी सिनारियो चेंज हुआ है विद द इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक कमिंग इन, जो कि हमेशा कोई ना कोई जो है वो एक प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करता है लीग्स के लिए. बट या इट्स ऑल पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ फुटबॉल. तो इस पर डिस्कस करने के लिए वी हैव अ गेस्ट नाइट. So Latif is joining us representing Chelsea. We have Tanmay representing City. Kusal is representing Spurs. Saad are very regular for Manchester United. Umair, how are you for Liverpool? And Uday for Arsenal. Guys, how are you?
Good.
Great. Thank you.
All
How
well.
are you?
Like, I'm good. भाई देखिए, but just keep this in mind के points table जो है वो जैसे भी हो, but we keep the big six constant. मैं तो अभी तक constant रखा हूँ. अब ये कि सबको big six पे रहने की जरूरत है.
True. सही बात है.
So, yeah. So yeah, we'll start with Kusal. Kusal, Spurs का performance this season with Jose Mourinho, the things are looking very nice despite the squad being so thin. Europa League हो या Premier League हो, I think he's taking the team very well. So do you think what क्या ऐसा major change किया है उसमें, या what has been the major or the key factors जिसकी base पे Spurs में ये improvement नजर आ रही है under Mourinho?
Under Mauricio Pochettino, Spurs was lacking some sort of identity towards the end. He was lacking, but Mourinho has brought back that. He has brought back his identity. He has stamped his authority on the team. Players like Højbjerg have been a big influence of the team. And the form of Son and Kane has been immense for success, I believe. And the next thing I'd say that they have been together. The team spirit was missing last season, and towards the end of previous season also, the team spirit was missing. That's something that's been installed in the team. That's been the major difference, I feel.
Right. So Saad, अब actually review तो Premier League का है, but I mean I just want to put in a small point for that PSG game also. uh, I think ये Man U का एक regular issue नजर आ रहा है कि I mean if we look at the first half, or even I would say I think the beginning of the second half, the team was looking very positive. Chances create हो रहे थे, got very good chances. I mean it was a game for Man U to win. PSG तो कहीं भी नजर नहीं आ रहा था. तो डू यू थिंक कि ये अब ये सिचुएशन जो हम देख रहे हैं, एंड सिमिलर हमने काफी प्रीमियर लीग गेम्स में भी देखा है, डू यू थिंक कि अब ओले पे मतलब अब हम बड़ा क्लियरली पॉइंट कर सकते हैं फिंगर्स, आई मीन प्लेयर्स से हट के, कि भाई मैनेजरियल टैक्टिक्स जो है वही फॉल्टर कर रही है?
Samir bhai, what I would like to say over here is I'll try to keep it very concise. Problem आया, yes, you can say the point which was that Fred substitution वाला जो point था वो काफी अभी न्यूज के अंदर भी चल रहा है that Ole should have subbed Fred. Yes, I kind of agree with that, and I kind of don't agree with that as well, because Fred is someone who was, involved in every play of the game. I would say, because Fred की जो presence है in the midfield, that is very important for us. It's kind of like a core for us, because McTominay is someone who can, sit at the back, but Fred gives that impetus in when he goes forward. Like he can, intercept passes or intercept balls.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, Fred is थोड़ा सा दिमाग उसका गर्म हो गया. He should have been sent off. वो पेरेडेस वाले के साथ जो प्रॉब्लम हुई थी, he should have been sent off. But he should have capitalized on that. And वो जो टैकल उसने किया हरेरा पर, although he won the ball, but the trailing leg was like हरेरा को फिर उसने ऐसे
Yeah.
एक्ट किया जैसे मर गया हरेरा.
Yeah,
Although
but वो तो होता ही है ना.
he's a former player, but still वो ऐसे act कर रहा था जैसे वो मर गया. Hey, coming
Yeah.
back to the game as well, Martial was someone who should have scored those two opportunities.
Yeah.
But we should have been 3-1 up rather than losing 1-3 at the end of the day. Martial पे बहुत fingers point out हो रही हैं कि he should have scored. Cavani, the audacity of Cavani to chip Keylor Navas from, I don't know, 20-25 yards. The audacity of that player to do that. Keylor Navas is someone who has, won these Champions League with Real Madrid and all that stuff. So बहुत इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर दिया गया है. आई बिलीव इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है नहीं. यस, ओले डिड नॉट प्रॉब्लम हुई. यस, ही डिड नॉट सब फ्रेड एट द राइट मोमेंट, बट उसको लेके ओले की मैनेजरियल टैक्टिक्स के ऊपर बात करना, आई थिंक दैट इज नॉट राइट. 4 wins on the trot, 8 wins on the trot actually away games में. And he has also been nominated for the manager of the month for November. So मतलब आपके सामने खुद बात आपके सामने है कि एक चले सही है, द मैच की जो इम्पोर्टेंस थी वो बहुत ज्यादा थी, बट ये बोलना कि उसकी मैनेजरियल टैक्टिक्स खराब है, दैट इज नॉट राइट, आई बिलीव.
Right. So we'll take views from Umair now. Umair, कैसा लग रहा है? आधी से ज्यादा टीम हॉस्पिटल में है और मतलब कुछ ना कुछ फाइट तो चल रही है अभी भी. हाउ डू यू फील? I think there is a bit of lag from there.
Well, Sameer, the thing is कि अभी जो recent press, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. We can hear you.
Well, Sameer, about Jurgen Klopp's press conference that he just held today. Yeah. So Trent Alexander-Arnold and Naby Keita, they have. So most play the game. I think he should start because Podence can always cause problems to Nico Williams, and I think TAA can do a better job at the right back. As far as the injuries are concerned, Jurgen Klopp, if he did not have the confidence in the younger squad, I think we would have been in a very worst situation even compared to now. So hats off to Jurgen Klopp, who has showed his confidence in the young talent who are fulfilling the spots in the midfield and in the uh, uh, defensive positions. We already had a purchase, Diego Jota. He has been doing super up front. Although the injuries, I think they are now recovering. Plus, you cannot neglect the COVID factor. If one
Yeah,
player
that's
or two
always there.
players, the key players, they test positive for COVID, they're gone for 14 days. They're not coming back for 14 days. So that could be like 2, 3, 4 matches, including the European midweek. So that is a big pile up of injuries along with COVID. Uh, I think Liverpool have been doing pretty good, keeping in mind the fact that uh, the team has undergone so many injuries, including the big blow for Virgil van Dijk. Still, Liverpool have been doing good. And now Alisson is on the sideline, so now it's let's see. In midweek against Ajax, Kelleher started, but I think Klopp should have had the confidence in Adrian. I don't know why he didn't go for Adrian. Let's see now the game on Sunday. Either he plays Adrian
Yeah,
because
Wolves.
Premier League is not just uh, it's tougher. I think it will be because uh, about Kelleher. he just did this one because उसको जो उसके ऊपर प्रेशर था कैलर के ऊपर, आई थिंक उसने उसको सस्टेन किया है, बट
I
एवरीवन
think,
शुड बी गिवन द चांस बीइंग इट.
but I think वो जो आई थिंक जो जनरली जो डिबेट हुई है और जो ऑब्जर्वेशन भी है वो ये है कि केलर में एटलीस्ट केलेहर लुक्स मच मोर कॉन्फिडेंट. या ऑब्वियसली उसमें कोई एक आध एरर नहीं है उसके गेम में, वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, डेफिनेटली होगा. लेकिन अगर कोई बंदा कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कीपिंग कर रहा है, दैट्स आई थिंक मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी सेंटर बैक्स जो है वो पेयरिंग चेंज होती रहती है रेगुलर. सो आई मीन आई एम ऑफ द व्यू के खेलना खेलना चाहिए, बट या ऑब्वियसली आई मीन that's your opinion. But yeah, we'll discuss this more again after like coming back to you. So Tanmay, finally you're seeing City coming back to the regular way, scoring goals and slowly climbing back, क्योंकि अभी तो गैप बहुत हो गया.
Yeah, yeah. Like last week we won final against Burnley, but मैं उसको ज़्यादा hype नहीं करूँगा because
Yeah.
Burnley भी उतने अच्छे form में नहीं है. So it will take like as a good start for
Hmm.
we'll say as a rhythm के लिए अच्छा है final victory. Especially Mahrez was not playing very well. He scored a
Hmm.
hat-trick, so उसके लिए अच्छी बात है. Ben Mendy जो बहुत खराब गया जिसका उन्होंने गोल मार दिया तो अच्छी बात है. पर बीच में वापस we look at Porto game where we are not same story like what happened against Spurs. 18 शॉट कोई भी गोल नहीं. तो वो सही वापस रिपीट नहीं होनी चाहिए. बट एज इन द प्रीमियर लीग we have played 9 games till now, and only from those 9 games, Sheffield and Burnley were the games where I was confident that we are going to win before kickoff. उसके अलावा मैचेस were like Wolves, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, where you है like हार भी सकते हैं, ड्रॉ भी सकता है. So जो अभी जो लो हैंगिंग फ्रूट्स गेम है like Fulham है, then West Brom आने वाला है, so we should grab those points. And of course next अभी मैनचेस्टर डर्बी भी है, और आपने जैसे बोला कि ओले के ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क्स, and if you put question marks on that guy and he performs very well in derbies, so I hope that कि उस पे क्वेश्चन मार्क्स ना आए, उसको उसका जॉब रखने दो so that वो अच्छा ना करे, डर्बी में हमको हराए नहीं. So I hope कि अभी एक सिटी रिदम गेन कर रहा है. और बेस्ट पार्ट ये है कि जो इस सीजन में पहली बार हुई है कि हमारे सारे प्लेयर्स फिट है, जो रेयर थिंग है. और लिवरपूल का वो उल्टा हो गया कि लिवरपूल के ज्यादा प्लेयर इंजर हो गए, हमारे एक पॉइंट पे ज्यादा फिट प्लेयर्स है, तो प्लेयर्स को हम रेस्ट दे पा रहे हैं. बिकॉज मिडवीक में केडीबी ने, केविन डी ब्रुयने ने नहीं खेले, स्काई वॉकर नहीं खेले, तो उससे प्लेयर्स को रिदम मिलता है, उनका फिटनेस रहता है. तो आई होप कि टीम अच्छी जेल अप हो और जो 3 पॉइंट्स है वो मिलते रहे और शायद जीते.
Right. So लतीफ, चेल्सी तो काफी बेहतर नजर आ रहा है. थोड़ी लैम्पार्ड से आपकी शिकायतें कम हुई होंगी.
देखिए चेल्सी तो डेफिनेट बेहतर नजर आ रहा है. मैं डॉक्टर साथ के एक पॉइंट को ऐड ऑन करूंगा कि एज अ चेल्सी सपोर्टर हमारी तो पूरी दुआएं हैं कि ओली गुनर सोल्शायर कंटिन्यूज टू बी द मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड मैनेजर फॉर एवर, because I am pretty confident and I'm sure others would also more or less agree with me. As long as he's there, Man U will never get to the top. And it's perfect. It's perfectly fine for us to see Ole at the wheels because ठीक है, चले ठीक है, इसको बात को अब रहने देते हैं. लेकिन जहाँ तक चेल्सी की बात
मान्यो
है
ने
यार,
आपको
आई वुड
बहुत
से
दर्द
फ्रैंक
दिया है पिछले
लैम्पार्ड हैज
सालों में. वो
स्टम्बल्ड. जी, तो मैं यही कह रहा हूँ, जब तक ओले है तो बाकी सपोर्टर्स को टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओले मैनेज कर लेगा हमारे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से.
ओके
लेकिन
जी.
like coming back to Chelsea, I would just say कि Frank Lampard has stumbled upon a formation which is suiting Chelsea right now, the 4-3-3. When the season started, he played with 4-2-3-1, and उसमें obviously काफी issues आ रहे थे, but this formation gives a lot of balance to Chelsea, especially what he ideally would have wanted was Werner playing through the middle, but लेकिन स्टार्ट इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सीजन उसने यही चीज ट्राई की थी, बट होल्डर प्ले और लिंकअप प्ले इतना अच्छा नहीं है वर्नर का, तो इट डिडंट रियली वर्क आउट. But I think this formation 4-3-3, where Werner is coming from the left, I think that is his best position, honestly speaking, because he is left-footed. He likes to, cut inside and either cross or and play a save ball or cross for Tammy Abraham, or involve get other players in the mix up. and Ziyech on the right is proving pretty effective because उसकी जो एक बॉल पे जो क्वालिटी है, पिन पॉइंट एक्यूरेसी है in terms of crosses, in terms of passes, so so that is working pretty well. But initially he would have thought कि Werner in the middle
नहीं,
with Pulisic
but
on the
you
left.
think कि ये perfect है formation?
Not really, yeah. I think we need to see Giroud instead of Tammy Abraham because what Giroud brings, Giroud का hold up play बहुत जबरदस्त है. Giroud can take care of crosses in the box जो wide angle से आते हैं. Tammy का problem ये है कि टैमी की जो मूवमेंट है इट इज ऑल्सो नॉट वेरी वेल डिफाइंड कि एज इन वो जो उसके रन्स होते हैं ना वो उसके टीममेट्स को अभी भी नहीं पता है वेयर टू पुट द बॉल फॉर टैमी. We don't know Tammy, is he going to run behind the defender, या does he want the ball short जहाँ पे थोड़ा वो डीप आके बॉल को कलेक्ट करे और फिर वो आगे लेके भागे. अभी तक ये टैमी का डिसाइडेड नहीं
Yeah.
है. एंड टैमी का जो असल प्रॉब्लम है जो कन्वर्जन रेट है उसका, he needs to have at least 4 or 5 chances to have to score a goal. So that is not up to the mark.
One
I think
player.
Giroud brings a lot. Giroud brings a lot. अभी midweek में जो उसकी performance थी with the 4 goals,
Hmm.
I think that he's really staked a claim to be the first choice centre forward with Werner on the left and Ziyech on the right.
Right. So let's talk about Arsenal now. Uday, honestly, I was of the opinion that once we will see Aubameyang playing through the center, it's going to change a lot. But फिलहाल जो अभी हमने देखा एक दो मैचेस में ऐसा लग नहीं रहा बिकॉज आई थिंक ओबामियांग जो लेफ्ट पे थोड़ा स्ट्रगल रहा आखिरी टाइम में आई थिंक थोड़ा सा इनफैक्ट इस सीजन के शुरू से. So now I think he's lost confidence. Although I think he's one of the best in the Premier League or all over team भी Arsenal की बेहतर हुई हुई है. So I think वही factor है. You think there are other things also which are holding back Arsenal?
See, I think the problem is in the midfield. If you look at the three parts of the game, the defense is more or less sorted. I mean, at this point of time, nobody can complain that our centre backs or
Yeah.
the wing backs, right backs, left back are not performing. The front attack, the front line will click, but the problem with the front three is that they need people who can do the transition quickly and then play the balls in the gap. तो अभी जो आर्सेनल का मिडफील्ड है अगर आप वो देखें जो हल्ला भी हो रहा है कि ओजिल को वापस लाओ, ओजिल को वापस लाओ. द रीजन व्हाई ओजिल इज नॉट कमिंग टू दिस टीम इज नॉट बिकॉज ही इज अ बैड प्लेयर, बट ही इज अ स्लो प्लेयर. And with a team like Arsenal, I think Wenger got Ozil that time because of all the hype and the pressure and everything. But a team like Arsenal is always dependent on pace and quick transition, and one person who's playing in that number 10 role with a vision. So the problem lies in the midfield कि कौन holding midfielder खेलेगा और उसके साथ जो और midfielders हैं who are they and what are they going to do. तो अगर आप देखें अभी now that Partey is coming to the picture, he is going to play probably that anchor kind of a role, but the other players that are playing with him, they are not transitioning the ball in the front. You're supposed to play football in triangles. यहाँ पे फुटबॉल ट्राइंगल में नहीं चल रहा है, यहाँ फुटबॉल साइड टू साइड चल रहा है रग्बी के गेम की तरह. और उस वजह से होता है कि जब बॉल साइड टू साइड बहुत मूव करेगा, the other team has the time to come and fill all those gaps जहाँ पे आप बॉल को डाल सकते हो.
Get into the position. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel that the only problem with this team right now, is to find that perfect combination of the midfield, and the second thing which I feel is कि जो आप आर्सेनल का फॉर्म देखें यूरोपा लीग में और प्रीमियर लीग में, absolutely contrasting. Yes, obviously Europa League opponents are not that credible, but what the other reason I feel is that in the Europa League, the team that is playing is all young blood. They are fearless. उनको एक चांस मिलता है प्रूव करने का एक हफ्ते 10 दिन में, तो वो उसी में बोलते हैं भाई अब इसी में ही खेल के हमें परफॉर्म करना, यू वांट टू कम टू द फर्स्ट टीम. Whereas all these big paycheck players, Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang, they are playing under a lot of pressure. Expectation इतनी ज्यादा है हर बारी, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं वो प्रेशर भी है और फिर वो मिडफील्ड भी उनको डिलीवर नहीं कर पा रहा है. सो आई थिंक even if the pressure is there, but if the midfield starts delivering, no, I think we'll be in a much better position.
Right. So, Kusal, you guys are playing Arsenal this week. So, what do you think? It's going to be an easy victory. How do you see this game going?
If you look at the form table, then Spurs should win this game easily. But it's a derby. Form doesn't matter then. I don't think form will matter. I think it will be the team which performs better on that day. Now, if you look at the current
Right.
form, then Spurs should win, but Spurs have a defensive vulnerability. Alderweireld might not play, and I don't trust Sanchez. I don't trust anyone else in that position. So that might be a weak link for Spurs. But if you look at the midfield, if you look at the forward line, then I don't think it's going to be a problem for Spurs. But
You know,
the defensive issues
one
might
thing which
come back to haunt them.
but there is still one opinion about Mourinho. Although the team is playing better and we see goals coming in, but still we see that जो teams attack करती हैं, Tottenham sits back and they try more to play on counter, and they have the pace and obviously the ability to play counter. But if a team holds back and tries to play a very similar game, Spurs don't have a plan B. Do you think that's the case कि अभी भी वही काउंटर पे ही खेल रही है टीम, और अगर कोई टीम जो है वो थोड़ा होल्ड बैक करती है and they don't go all out attack, Spurs will struggle. Also, we have lost Kusil because of the internet. I think he's going to join again soon. Saad, मुझे ये बताएं कि आपको लगता है, देखें मेरा क्वेश्चन फिर भी सेम रहेगा बिकॉज पीएसजी वाले गेम से मैं बड़ा डिसअपॉइंट हुआ हूँ. आई think if we have, sorry, we'll just continue with Kushal. So you got my question, or should I repeat it?
No, okay. You see, Spurs have a strong bench. They have players who can come off the bench and make a difference. Players like Dele Alli are not even making the bench right now. So I don't think, and Spurs have signed someone who can hold the ball up, who can play up front, if along with Harry Kane, or if Harry Kane is not there, Vinicius. So Spurs have a plan B if they need to go there. But yes, primary style has been to hold back, to defend well, and hit teams on the counter. Against big teams, I think that's been very effective. Against the small teams, yes, Spurs have struggled, like the one against Brighton, against West Brom. But in the end, somehow, because of the quality up front, they have been able to get the results. But against a team like Arsenal, a team like Chelsea, a team like Manchester United, I think that's worked perfectly. And I don't think there needs to be any change. They have been doing pretty well.
Right. बिल्कुल. तो साथ मुझे बताएं, ये जो दिसंबर से जो पीरियड शुरू होता है, ये मतलब सबसे ऑब्वियसली डिफिकल्ट होता है. ऑलरेडी क्रैम्प सीजन का, फिर दिसंबर टू जैन तो बहुत ज्यादा ही, आई मीन फिक्सचर्स बैक टू बैक. You think you see Ole surviving this season? My question again. क्योंकि ये बड़ा डिफाइनिंग मोमेंट हो सकता है, ये एक महीना, आई थिंक, या 20 days.
Because Samir bhai, because as you said, the games come in thick and fast in December, and जो फैन है आर्सेनल के होते, उनको पता होगा कि आर्सेनल यूजुअली जो है ये क्रिसमस पीरियड जो होता है, इसके अंदर आर्सेनल जो है वो, जो अगर पुराना देखते आ रहे हैं, I'm sure देख रहे होंगे, तो क्रिसमस पीरियड के दौरान आर्सेनल यूजुअली they used to lose their position. आर्सेनल वेंगर का जो टाइम था, तो क्रिसमस टाइम जो होता था आर्सेनल के लिए, वो ऐसे होता था कि इट यूज्ड टू बी लाइक उस टाइम पे ये लोग जो है अपनी जो सीमेंट की होती थी पोजीशन फर्स्ट 2 में या टॉप पर, वो ड्रॉप करते थे. तो दैट्स एन एग्जांपल कि ये जो है दिसंबर पीरियड जो है बहुत बहुत क्रैम्प्ड अप है. एंड एज यू सेड, कोविड की भी बात भी की थी कि उसकी वजह से प्लेयर की फटीग, प्लेयर फिटनेस, दैट कम्स इनटू क्वेश्चन एज वेल. लतीफ भाई की बात पे, वो जो चेल्सी वाली उन्होंने बात की थी, लतीफ भाई, लास्ट सीजन यू वुड रिमेंबर वी डिफीटेड यू गाइस आई थिंक लाइक 4 or 5 times. So I think for Lampard against Ole, we are quite up. और अभी जो मैच हुआ था, I think Old Trafford पे, that was a draw 0-0. तो Lampard does not have anything over Ole right now. तो चलें, आपके लिए तो चलें, मैं कहता हूँ हाँ ठीक है, Ole को रहना चाहिए. चलें, talking about again December, तो yes, games जो है बहुत बहुत मुश्किल भी हैं और अभी मुश्किल खुद भी खड़ी कर दी है चैंपियंस लीग के अंदर, because that should have been we should have won that game, but
Yeah.
अब Leipzig के against it's do or die,
Mm.
to be honest. So, and if
Yeah.
we talk about the December games, तो हमारे पास I think अभी Man City है, then we have अभी West Ham है. West Ham के against we haven't won at this stadium since 2017.
Mm.
So that is something which is very alarming for a team like United. London Stadium के ऊपर जो है
लेकिन
they are
currently अवे फॉर्म बहुत अच्छा है.
yes, thankfully. लेकिन अभी 4 matches हम मतलब we were winning and then we lose a game which we shouldn't have lost, to be honest. तो वो वाली बात जो है
Yeah.
that is there. But Ole, I think if he makes this period, I think matches शायद 6 या 7 matches, and if he manages to win around like 4 or 5 games in this, because again pressure बहुत ज़्यादा है, expectation बहुत ज़्यादा है. And with again, if the manager is under pressure, then the players are under pressure as well. Abhi you saw Cavani का जो वो incident हो गया, he
Yeah.
probably banned for 3 games by the FA, and then Fred का भी morale थोड़ा सा down हो गया होगा, although whatever they say on the media or Instagram or whatever, but again when you get a red card and then your morale goes down. So
Yeah, affect तो करता है बिल्कुल.
yeah, these games are very important. I hope that the players manage to buckle themselves up for the next for the whole of December. To be honest, Martial needs to score. Bruno Fernandes पे हर वक्त rely नहीं कर सकते. Cavani चलें गोल मार दिए, लेकिन again you need your whole team to step up, not just Bruno Fernandes. You need Rashford is poaching with goals, and but shoulder injury उनको भी हुई हुई है, and he played Everton वाले मैच से shoulder injury हुई हुई है. He dropped from the England squad for this particular
Yeah.
reason. So again, COVID has affected a lot. Injury बहुत ज़्यादा है. Then games are coming in thick and fast. I hope we मेरा तो सबसे बड़ा concern यही है कि हमारा जो है December injury free चला जाए. To be honest, and we get
Yeah,
like
that's going to be very important. बिल्कुल.
4 wins. If we get 4 wins out of this, 6-7 games, 4 or 5 wins, then I'm hopeful that Ole will be able to cross the finish line for me for another season.
Also, I have a question for Saad. Saad,
Right.
in your opinion,
So
is it
Umair,
only Ole who's at fault?
yeah, sorry, Uday. Okay.
Yeah. Is it only Ole who's at fault? Because I also feel that your backroom staff of Mike Phelan and Carrick, that is also questionable, because since Ferguson left, Mike Phelan is not the same guy. And then I think Carrick is too young to come into the team and then contribute to Ole, because Ole himself is a kind of a fresh manager like Arteta. So you think all the pressure on Solskjaer is not the fair thing?
Uday, I would like to point out this, that whenever a manager comes in, he comes in with his own team. When
Right.
Mike Phelan came in, he was actually brought in by Ole, because and then McKenna and Carrick, they transitioned into the team, because Mike Phelan, obviously he was under Ferguson and he was totally different. Even Rene Molestein, when he was there, he was a totally different guy as well. So
Right,
obviously that Ferguson, the you can say the environment which Ferguson used to create, that was totally different. And Ole is somewhat I'm not saying shades of Sir Alex Ferguson, but there is some sort of a vibe. There is some sort of a vibe which is there. The players need to perform again. Yes, you're right. When the manager comes into question, the team backroom staff comes into question. We always talk about this, that our director of football is someone who's has what we say hay in his brain when it comes to transfers.
Yeah.
So that is someone, and then Ole wasn't backed in the transfer window as well. He was going after Holland, but we didn't get him. So a lot of things come into question. Like, you can't just point fingers at Ole that he is the guy who should be sacked and all that stuff. So
True, I completely agree with that.
Again the talk about Arteta and Pep Guardiola as well, because the expectation is so high, because even
Right.
people used to say that Arteta is like Pep Guardiola 2.0. We saw that in the game as well. And as you said, the midfield is
No.
not blossoming like it used to in the old days.
No, but
And
obviously
Ozil,
it's very, very different. Like
yeah,
when you are assisting somebody and you're actually managing, and it takes time. And I think एक बड़ा important चीज सीजन हो रही है कि काफी जो मैनेजर्स हैं ये लैम्पार्ड की तरफ से भी पॉइंट आउट हुई थी कि मैनेजर्स को ये इतना क्रैम्प सीजन है कि टाइम ही नहीं मिल रहा कि वो जो चेंजेस कराना चाह रहे हैं, वो जो ड्रिल्स कराना चाह रहे हैं, जैसे आई थिंक लैम्पार्ड से एक बड़ी मतलब ये मुझे इसलिए याद है बिकॉज आई हर्ड दिस फ्रॉम अ क्रेडिबल सोर्स कि शूटिंग ड्रिल्स नहीं हुई है लैम्पार्ड की, मतलब ही सेड कि आई एम नॉट एबल टू डू शूटिंग ड्रिल्स। मतलब जस्ट इमेजिन कि वो कोचेस हैं सारे अवेलेबल उनके पास, लेकिन वो यूज ही नहीं कर पा रहे, या कोई टैक्टिक्स इंप्लीमेंट करानी है, जो उदय ने बात की कि भाई वो टीम जो है वो साइड से खेल रही है, तो वो अगर आपको एक इस तरह का एक पोजेशन बेस्ड गेम बनाना है कि वो ट्रायंगल्स में हो, you need time for that. So I think this cramped season, COVID, this all is also very much responsible for this. And yeah, and let's hope कि ये चीजें जल्दी थोड़ी settle down हो जाए. I have a question for Umair. Umair, ये जोटा के आने से obviously टीम को काफी मतलब स्ट्राइक जो स्ट्राइकिंग एरिया है उसमें जोटा आके इतना ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट देंगे, nobody was expecting that. तो now you think कि फर्मिनियो का रोल, ऑब्वियसली अभी तो गेम्स इतने मतलब दे आर कमिंग सो क्विकली कि उसमें तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ स्विचिंग, बट अब क्या रेगुलर फीचर जोटा होंगे और फर्मिनियो कैम के रोल में आ जाएंगे या ज्यादा बेंच पे? हाउ डू यू सी दिस हैपनिंग गोइंग फॉरवर्ड?
Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to continue with your last question, your last comment about Kelleher and uh, Adrian.
एड्रियन,
Kelleher is filling in Adrian's shoes, and Adrian is filling in Allison's shoes. So I think the more pressure is on Adrian, and most probably the Klopp should have faith in Adrian. He's won us the what Super League, so sorry, the Super Cup. So what I'm trying to convey is that I'm not questioning the talent of Keller, but the thing is, and I'm not referring to the hairstyle. But what if he turns out to be another Karius? So we should, hope you get what I'm trying to say. So
yeah, yeah.
Klopp should have that confidence in Adrian. So about Jota, what the team Klopp will be putting out against Wolves on Sunday, I think the front three should be Salah, Firmino, and Mane instead of Jota. Jota should right now be considered as a threat from the bench who can make an impact after the 60th or the 70th minute. But Klopp should play Firmino, Salah, and Mane can adjust with both Jota, Firmino. They can even adjust with Shaqiri playing behind them, playing at the wings, but even Origi. But I think Firmino is their natural third choice if you want to play. And Firmino's place right now, it should not be compromised. Uh, I think Firmino should start, and I'm not questioning Jota. Jota has been a blessing. Look at that goal machine. I'm not even having any questions about Jota, and Jota has like been a blessing after Alcantara, but unfortunately Alcantara has been suffering injuries because we haven't be able to see much of him. But Jota has proved himself already. So, but still, I think that Firmino has been playing in that league-winning team. He's been very vital. He's been like that number 9, which he can always come out with bombs, and he has always given that support to his number 10 and number 11. And he has adapted that Jurgen pressing of Jurgen Klopp, and he knows where to play. He knows how to hold back. He knows when to get in the box, when to get in the 6-yard box. He knows everything. So I think Klopp should uh, get his faith back in Firmino. Oh, all right. It's not just about like of course Klopp must have the faith in Firmino, but right now he's playing Jota. He might be experimenting a bit. He might have experimented a bit. It's not a bad thing, but if it comes to consistency, I think Firmino should be the first choice, and Jota should start from bench after the 60th or the 70th
Okay,
minute.
right. Acha, Tanmay, tell me, do you think Pep Guardiola pulling it back for City again this season? I mean, either the league तो खैर अब कहना थोड़ा मुश्किल है because gap बहुत है and it's very competitive right now. but क्या मतलब Champions League में you see something happening. What are you guys expecting? And do you see things turning around with Guardiola? You do think कि अब ये बिल्कुल last time चल रहा है? I mean, maybe City needs a new fresh guy with some fresh tactics, because I mean एक cycle होता है और काफी मतलब ये discussion में है चीज. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Like just let's starting से देखा जाए तो जब सिटी का मैच जो मंचीनी थे देन पेलेग्रिनी आए तो सिटी यूज्ड टू विन द लीग्स but the thing was that City was never like a favorite in the
Europe.
Champions
Yeah.
League to go through the like semi-finals or the finals round. What Pep Guardiola did is like he gave us the very good amazing season, 100 points and then domestic treble, which was never achieved before. So it was a unique achievement. But what he did was like even though this team has never reached a final, he has made this team as a favorite of Champions League. सिटी लाइक चैंपियंस लीग का फेवरेट बन चुका है एक पॉइंट की सिटी जीत सकता है बट इवेंचुअली वी आर आवर ओन एनिमीज लाइक इन द चैंपियंस लीग वो हम खुद की ग्रेव खोदते हैं like you can see against Spurs against Liverpool Anfield like Liverpool were very good but against Spurs like overthinking and all
Yeah.
उसमें हमारा चला गया then that crazy dramatic VAR moment which was like one of the most iconic UCL moments which it hurts as a team
Yeah.
but it is like, actually iconic moment then last season like it was minimum to go to semi-finals against of course Bayern Munich से हारना उतनी शर्मनाक बात नहीं है जितना लियोन से हारना है और वो भी खुद की ग्रेव से हमारे खुद ही 3 मैन बैक खिला है पता नहीं क्यों तो उस मैच से मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव पूरा चेंज हो गया है कि लाइक अभी मैं एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करता हूँ कि हम जाके इवन इफ इन फाइनल्स आई कैन एक्सपेक्ट स्टिल पेप गार्डियोला टू डू मेक सम लाइक कुछ ना कुछ 3 मैन बैक ला लेगा 4 बैक ला लेगा एंड फाइनल मैच में कुछ कर देगा इवन इफ वी रीच फाइनल्स आई होप वी रीच एंड आई होप वी विन but because the thing is what difference between City, Liverpool and United is even United also in that bracket is like they are the clubs who have been there to the finals and all. So उनको पता है वो कैसे करना है पहले because like the Liverpool did against 3-0 and 4-0 they did against Barcelona. One of the biggest comeback in the Champions League, but they know how to do it. United also did against PSG.
Yeah.
They were 2-0 down, but they won 3-1 because they are the clubs who know. So for me, like City first need to like go to semis, go to finals. Okay, you lose in the final, it's okay. It's
वो एक barrier cross
finals,
होना
but at least you
चाहिए.
should go to the finals. You should yeah, like what like example of Liverpool. They went to the finals, they lost, they did again, they won. Liverpool went to 97 points, they lost. Like they lost the league in 97 points, but still they came and they won in 99 points. So first we should cross the barrier. With Pep Guardiola, the question is like I think that we should have stayed till the end, then give him the contract. Now it's like we know वो 2 साल रहने ही वाले हैं, so now we should like give him players he wants in if possible in January or in like we know that we need a left back because Mendy is not reliable at all. Of course, we know Sergio Aguero is getting older, so we need a good striker. Hopefully, we get a good striker in the summer. So, but as like on a personal point of view, I wanted like to wait till the end. सीजन के एंड तक ये पेगोडा करते क्या है बिकॉज लीग भी दिख नहीं रहा है बिकॉज लीग जीतने के लिए हमें बाकी टीम्स को ड्रॉप करना चाहिए और हमको भी वो हर मैच जीतना जरूरी है और हम हर मैच जीतेंगे उसका मुझे उतना भरोसा नहीं है क्योंकि हम पॉइंट बहुत इजीली ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं तो होपफुली जाए और चैंपियंस लीग का आई डोंट नो अब तक तो ग्रुप अच्छा रहा है टॉप फिनिश किया है तो होपफुली वी गेट अ गुड ड्रॉ इन राउंड ऑफ 16 एंड होपफुली पेप डज नॉट मेस अप एंड होपफुली वी गो टू द फाइनल्स एंड विन इट सो लेट्स सी व्हाट
राइट. अच्छा लतीफ, ये आपने ओले की जो बातें कर रहे थे साथ से, तो आपने इनको सही तरह खोल के ये नहीं बताया कि आप ओले के तो मतलब एक व्यूज हैं, आप खुद लैम्पार्ड के भी बहुत खिलाफ है. मतलब आपने अभी तक अपना खुल के दिखाया नहीं है कि आप थोड़े डिफरेंट लीग है आपकी, आप लैम्पार्ड के भी फुल फेवर में नहीं है. आपकी आवाज म्यूट है अभी भी. यस.
ये फरदीन मुझे म्यूट रखना चाह रहा है तो खैर नहीं एब्सोल्युटली देखें आई एम नॉट इन फेवर ऑफ फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड एज वेल. मुझे तो ये मॉडल समझ नहीं आता है कि बगैर किसी अचीवमेंट के आप किसी मैनेजर को एक टॉप क्लब का इंचार्ज बना दो जस्ट बिकॉज ही वाज एन एक्स प्लेयर. सो आई एम नॉट इन फेवर ऑफ दिस मॉडल एंड बट लेकिन ठीक है, मैं अब यही जैसे मैंने बोला फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड इज स्टम्बल्ड अपॉन दिस फॉर्मेशन. वो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो उसने सोच समझ के बड़ा मतलब एक टैक्टिकली एनालाइज किया होगा चीजों को. 4-3-3 अब उसकी चल गई है फॉर्मेशन. So he's going along with that, and Chelsea has the squad and the players who are adapting to it. And Samir, आपकी वो जो बात थी ना, this season is all about recovering and preparing. Preparing के अंदर recovering and traveling. Sorry. बिकॉज इस सीजन के अंदर ट्रेनिंग वाला एलिमेंट जो है वो मैनेजर्स इन्फोर्स करा ही नहीं सके हैं। मतलब वो
कर नहीं
गेम
सकते।
खत्म होती है, ठीक है, आप अपना वाइंड डाउन करते हो और रिकवर करने की कोशिश करते हो, और अगली गेम के लिए बस आपको ट्रैवल करना होता है, प्रिपेयर करना होता है। ट्रेनिंग करने का टाइम कर नहीं मिलता, टैक्टिक्स बनाने का टाइम
नहीं,
नहीं मिलता है, इतना इन डेप्थ जिस किस्म की जो चीजें होती थी वो इस सीजन हमें नजर ही नहीं आएंगी। तो बस अब
हो ही
इट्स
नहीं सकते।
जस्ट अप टू द इंडिविजुअल क्वालिटी, एंड जो ऊपर ऊपर से जो बातें होती हैं, जो मैनेजर सारे ऑपोजिशन के बारे में स्काउटिंग रिपोर्ट से और सारी चीजों से बता रहे होते हैं, बस वही होता है। इतनी इन डेप्थ अब ट्रेनिंग नहीं होती है इस सीजन स्पेशली। बाकी जहां तक चेल्सी की
मतलब
बात है, आई थिंक दिसंबर इज वेरी वेरी
नहीं, मतलब आप ये कह रहे हैं कि वो शाहरुख खान वाली सिर्फ स्पीच हो सकती है, चक दे इंडिया वाली एंड में, अभी और कुछ नहीं हो सकता ना।
बिकॉज टाइम ही कहाँ है, देखिए, रिकवरिंग करना है, ट्रैवल करना है, और बस अगला मैच आ जाएगा आपको। मतलब वो पहले ये होता है ना, पूरा पूरा हफ्ता जब मिलता था एंटोनियो कॉन्टे के
या
जमाने में, जब
डेफिनेटली।
चेल्सी वाज नॉट इवन यूरोप। तो
हम्म।
एक पूरी ट्रेनिंग ड्रिल्स होती थी, शूटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस, हर किस्म से ऑपोजिशन को आप अपने आप को पूरा अडेप्ट करते थे। अब उस किस्म की चीज इस सीजन किसी भी टीम के लिए
टाइम ही
बहुत
नहीं
मुश्किल है, स्पेशली टीम्स व्हिच आर इन यूरोप। बाकी जो
है। या
नॉन यूरोपियन टीम्स के लिए तो कोई इशू नहीं है। बट लेकिन जो चेल्सी के दिसंबर के जो फिक्सचर्स है ना, दे आर अगेंस्ट लाइक वुल्व्स, एवर्टन, एंड बॉक्सिंग डे पे आर्सेनल के अगेंस्ट है। तो चेल्सी इज गोइंग टू बी प्रॉपर्ली टेस्टेड इन द मंथ ऑफ दिसंबर। एंड जो उनका जो अभी कहा जा रहा है ना, दे प्रॉब्ली हैव द बेस्ट स्क्वाड इन यूरोप, बिकॉज जो उनकी स्क्वाड
या
डेप्थ है, दे आर कवर्ड इन एवरी पोजीशन। तो दैट स्क्वाड डेप्थ इज गोइंग टू बी completely tested in December. And आई थिंक दो की प्लेयर्स जो बड़ा जिनका बड़ा एक मेजर इम्पैक्ट रहा है चेल्सी की इस लीग पोजीशन के ऊपर, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन बेन चिलवेल हियर। वो लेफ्ट बैक की जो पोजीशन उन्होंने संभाली है, एंड नॉट जस्ट डिफेंसिवली, गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, हिज क्रॉसेस, हिज
या
गोल्स, आई मीन हिज balls in the box, I think it's absolutely been phenomenal. एक चिलवेल का एक बहुत बड़ा एक मेजर कंट्रीब्यूशन, द सेकंड नेम इज जियक। जियक ने जो आके राइट पे अपना रोल संभाला है, आई मीन इट्स बिन उनकी जो एक
या
डिलीवरी है सेट पीसेस के ऊपर, एंड इवन इन ओपन प्ले, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली phenomenal. So these two players have been major game changers. And पुलिस जैसे प्लेयर की अब टीम में जगह इतनी आसानी से नहीं बन रही है। So a lot of competition for places in Chelsea squad. And defensively obviously with Mendy coming in, Thiago Silva, and Thiago Silva ने वो अब एक फ्रेंच पूरा यूनियन बन गया है डिफेंस के अंदर, with Mendy, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zouma, and this रीस जेम्स एज वेल, उसको वो
या
थोड़ी बहुत आती है। सिर्फ एक ये बेन चिलवेल है जो फ्रेंच नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं अभी तक, लेकिन बाकी पूरी टीम जो है वो फ्रेंच में कम्युनिकेट करती है डिफेंसिवली, डिफेंस से मेरा मतलब है। एंड एक अच्छी केमिस्ट्री बन गई है, एक अच्छी एक सिनर्जी आ गई है।
या राइट, बिल्कुल। या कैन यू हियर मी? या
या
परफेक्ट।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
So I have my last. Okay, so I have my last question for Uday. Uday, so like जैसे अभी डिस्कस किया कि सीजन क्रैम्प्ड है, सब कुछ है, तो अब इसमें आई मीन Arteta has to do something कि टीम का एक decent finish हो। आई मीन इस वक्त तो आई थिंक इट्स अ लिटिल बिट टू अर्ली ऑल्सो, और आई थिंक ये जो दिसंबर वाला पीरियड है ये गुजर जाए, फिर हम लीग पोजीशंस को डिस्कस करेंगे। आई थिंक मे बी व्हेन वी आर डन विद 15 गेम्स और समवेयर अराउंड दैट। तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि अब जब टाइम भी इतना नहीं है, और सिर्फ जैसे अब डिस्कस हुआ है कि रिकवरी है और फिर ट्रैवलिंग है, व्हाट कैन अर्टेटा डू कि आर्सेनल जो है वो थोड़ी कंसिस्टेंट हो जाए?
See, I think the solution to this is one, and that is to change the players. You have to get players like Xhaka and all out of the team. Frankly, if you have to be effective, you need to get young, fresh blood. A player like Maitland Niles, he's not young. He's been there in the club. He's been playing for 2-3 seasons now with the first team. But usko abhi bhi, for some reason, I'm shocked that he has to still prove himself. And game after game, he's doing that. And you see the way he plays with the ball and he tries to take those passes. I think midfield, agar wo change करके, you create that threat. I personally feel that even even the captain Aubameyang for that reason should feel that he has pressure. Once Gabriel Martinelli is back into the picture, he will feel pressure on the left wing. So Abhi, the only way I think this is the only way. I don't think going into the transfer market is also going to change much unless we go for a number 10. I think the only way to go about things is that you have players in your squad and you need to get these big names out of the squad and put the younger blood in who will be more averse to risk and change the game, the dynamics of the game during the game, no matter what the opposition is. And I think personally my काफी टाइम से मैं एनालाइज कर रहा हूँ, if they make these 2-3 players का change, two in the midfield, one on the right wing or the left wing, I think we'll be very consistent in the attack.
Right.
Uday,
So I think guys, Lateef आप कुछ कह रहे हैं?
मैं उदय से सिर्फ ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि what does he think is the best position for Aubameyang, either on the left or through the middle?
Through the middle, for sure. I think on the left, so see, there are not enough players for him to support to, and he's not getting a lot of balls. So as a winger, I don't see him as a winger. I see him as a player on the left who will cut in. But hota kya he gets the ball on the outside, then you expect him to dribble and then deliver inside, and then the people he's delivering to are not in form. So I think it is better something like him is in the center, and then people are trying to deliver to him left, right, and center. I think that will change the dynamic of the game.
Right. So guys, I think we are now out of time, and thanks a lot for all of you for joining. Sorry, the time. I mean, with 6 people here, the time was not that much. So I hope I tried my best कि सबको मौका मिले बात करने का. But yeah, it was a pleasure. All of you took out time for this, and definitely we're going to do this again on a different platform also, जिसमें हम 2-3 लोग भी हों ताकि और detailed discussions भी हो सकें. So thanks a lot, guys, and I think this is about it today. And yeah, definitely best of luck for the games on the weekend. Let's see how they go. So guys, take care and bye bye.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Bye,
Take
bye,
care,
bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So guys, 10 matches जो complete हुए प्रीमियर लीग के, ये discussion जो है हमने जो टॉप टीम्स के सब सपोर्टर्स के साथ एनालिस्ट सपोर्टर्स कम एनालिस्ट हाउ यू कैन से, बिकॉज यू नो जो डाई हार्ड फैंस होते हैं फुटबॉल के, वो इतना क्लोजली गेम को देखते हैं कि आई मीन दे आर एक्चुअली you know analyzing even the small aspects of individual players, and जो डिस्कशन में आपने जरूर नोट किया होगा. So yeah, I think आज के लिए ये इतना ही है, and I would like to thank you guys again, like 15,000 followers Retweet Sports Vision के last week, and that's an honor for us. And इसी तरह आप लोग जो है हमारे चैनल को पसंद करते रहिए, और फ्यूचर में we will continue to come up with different shows and streaming. And till then, from your host Samir and your channel Sports Pulse, take care. Bye bye.